Alright, what's going on, guys? How are you all doing? Doing something a little different today. I'm kind of doing a little unboxing / review of a product that I just got. You guys can probably tell from the title. It is a headset. I've been looking more of a headset that I can wear for my gaming and commentary needs here on my channel. For those of you who don't know, the commentary you hear on my gaming videos, my walkthroughs and stuff like that, is done from a headset. I personally like headsets more. They are more flexible, and it's just a lot easier for me and my setup that I use to use a headset to record my commentary. So in here is a headset. I bought this from Newegg. This is actually my first package ever gotten from Newegg. I usually get my stuff from Amazon or somewhere like that, but on Newegg they had it $20 cheaper. I've just never ordered anything from Newegg before. Just first glance at the site, I just don't really feel like it's a very professional site. But that is not the case. There are a lot of companies that trust Newegg, and a lot of companies that sell their stuff exclusively through Newegg. So we're going to see how this goes, my first package from Newegg, but I'm going to unbox this for you. And I figured I'd kind of do a series on my channel where I do get quite a few packages, and I figured I just may do a series where I just, open my random packages up and show them to you guys, just as something a little different to do on my channel every once in a while. So, but these I'm probably actually going to do a full review on, maybe in this video, maybe not, we will see. But let's get to the box, and what's the first thing you do with the box? Well, you get a reliable knife to open it with. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. And yeah, I know, cut away from you, but if you guys don't know, I do what I want. So, let's go ahead and get this up. Newegg, packaging list, whatever. I love this shit. Like, don't you guys love this stuff? Like, I just love popping it. Like, I like it more than bubble wrap. It doesn't even pop like bubble wrap, but whatever. Alright, so, here's the package. There's the box. Alright, so, this is the... It kind of looked like this heart barely fit in that box, so it looks like it's kind of smushed down on the top here slightly. But, get out of here. Alright, so this is the Func, I believe it's the HS-260 gaming headset. I looked into this headset, it looked really nice, and from what I saw it sounded pretty good, but in the review we're going to test through all that. So, I never heard of Func at all, oh, fucking check that out. It has a little window for it so you can display it, and it obviously kind of looks like it's meant to be hung up and displayed. I've never seen this in a store anywhere, but let me get a good look at this here. Looks really nice, and of course, in the flap you have all the specs right here and all that. If you guys want to see all that stuff, I'll put it down in the description below. But this is a nice box. It's definitely a box that looks like it's meant to be displayed. And because of its simplistic design on the box, I definitely feel like it would draw a lot of people's attention. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to need my knife again, which I hastily tossed to the side for some stupid reason. I hate it when you put tape on boxes and it's one of those boxes that has a little latch thing you have to flip out. But let's go ahead and hopefully that did the trick. I'm not going to toss this aside this time. And see, boxes have that little flap thing right here. They put tape over it, and you have to cut it from every angle imaginable just to get it out. And I'd like to keep the box... Oh, there's tape on the sides too. Ha! I typically keep my boxes. I don't know if you guys can see a ton of my boxes over there from a lot of other stuff I've gotten. I'm recording this very ghetto, so hopefully it all works out. But let's get this guy open here. If I can, Jesus Christ! Oh, fuck! Alright. So it looks like it's just gonna slide right out. Let's see what else is in here. And that is it. Just this. Product manual, like, usual. Oh, we got a, looks like they give you a little, registration card. I'm guessing for the warranty. That'd be my guess anyway. Yeah, simple stuff. Tells you what it is. Tells you everything about it. Yada yada yada. Even has the frequency response chart in the booklet, which is actually really cool that they include that. So they want you to know what you're getting into. But let's go ahead and plop this guy up. Okay, so I got some stuff coming out of the back here. This is a little... Oh, it's taped. Okay. But a cord did come out. We'll set that aside. We'll go ahead and flip it over and cut this tape. There we go. That looks like it's probably good. Well, it looks like everything's going to come out backwards, considering this was taped really oddly. And, there we go. Looks like we got 2 replacement ear cups. It looks like these are like a leather or leatherette, whatever the hell it is. Something other than what's already on there, pretty much. And that is going to get tossed in. There's nothing else there. And now we're going to flip this over. There we go. Whoa. This is very nicely packaged. It has like this velvety type of thing here. So we got the microphone in here, which I'm trying to peel out. There we go. We got the microphone here, which is bendy and can bend either way. And it looks like, I believe this is, I always get it mixed up, but I think it's a unidirectional mic. You talk in here and it has a little hole for air to escape out of. And it is detachable, so you can plug it into the headset, in which I'm going to go further into that here in a minute, but it is detachable, and it has a mute switch right here on the top, and it feels very nice. It has like this rubbery plastic type of thing to it, but it does also have a mute switch right there and there, so that is pretty cool. I may or may not be using this mic, depending on the quality. I do a lot of audio editing in my videos to make it sound, as good as it does. So I may have to, my other headset that I've been using for years now has a detachable mic that is, and I always get the terms mixed up, but it's an omnidirectional mic, I believe, that records pretty much everything around it and has one of those foam things on it that keep it from picking up like the t or the p in certain words. So I probably looked retarded doing that. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this headset. Oh man. So these are okay. First things first, they're actually pretty light. They were lighter than I was expecting. There's nothing else there, so I'm gonna toss that aside. But they're actually pretty light. There's no creaking at all. They feel very well built. And of course, these other headphones here, or ear pads here, are like a fabric. I'm probably gonna switch these out. I think I like the leather type ones a little better. But and then it has, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it has like an F in there for Func on the ear cuff. And it is, of course, can adjust to pretty much any size head, which does feel like it does take some effort to do it, but that's pretty good. You can adjust it while it's on your head. Has a nice bit of padding here at the top, which is probably going to be pretty comfortable, and the ear pads feel pretty good. The style of the headset, I really like the style. It's a very simplistic type of style, and again has this rubberized like plastic here that I personally really like. I really like the look of the headset. Now the thing I wanted to get to was on the ear cuffs here. You can see 2 holes here. Those are for 3.5mm jacks, because the microphone and the cable, in order to plug it in, are both removable, so you can put the cable on the left or the right, and then of course with the microphone you can put it on the left or the right. And the volume controls for the headset are right here on the actual ear pad. And then, actually, this is probably a good thing for me to look. Okay, they are right here within the headband. You can actually see right and left. So they're going to go on like this with the, yeah, it looks like with the volume control on your left side. So they're going to go on like this. Yeah, they're going to go on like this, which it seems like the volume wheel is going to be more towards the back of the ear, which is a little odd to me, but you know, it's something you could probably get used to. And the ear cups do move up and down. Doesn't look like... Oh, they actually do move left and right a little bit, which is actually pretty cool. So it can pretty much go to your head. It isn't going to feel weird. So that's actually pretty cool. So let me actually set those aside. Let me open up my nose. Oh, it's itchy. So let's go ahead and get these open and look at the cable that it actually comes with. There we go. So it looks like we got a nice like braided cable, so it's going to keep it from getting tangled really easily, which is actually really nice. And it looks like it has this Velcro here that you can use if you want to wrap it up and all of that. And it looks like the cable is pretty long. I would probably say, it probably says on the box, and my estimations are terrible, so don't take this to heart, but probably about 9 to 10 feet, maybe. I don't know. I'm bad at estimations, so don't listen to that. But of course, you got all your cables here. Now, one thing I do notice is that the inputs here lack any indication of anything. They're only really color-coded with a green and like a pink or a red. And for which your computer should be, labeled. So this shouldn't really be an issue, but for those of you who don't know, green is the headphones, the red or pink-ish color is actually the microphone. So it would have been nice if they maybe included a little bit more labeling on that, but not a big deal. If this isn't labeled, your computer more than likely is. But the cable is really nice braided type cable. It's not going to really get tangled or anything. Of course, it isn't really straight, but I mean it's not going to get tangled, which is really nice. And then, of course, the other end is the part that you actually plug into one of the ear cups on the headset itself. So you can plug it onto that side, and then you can plug in your mic to the bottom over here, or you can switch them out either way. And, of course, the mute switch on the microphone itself, which is pretty cool. And overall, very stylish-looking headset. I'm pretty curious to see how easy it is to switch out the ear cup, so I'm probably going to do that now and see how easy it actually is. So let's go ahead and open these other ear cups. Alright, then we're going to do a comfort test. So yeah, they're like leather ear cups, and it looks like they should go on relatively easily. So let's go ahead and... Okay, so actually feeling on the ear cup on the outside, you'll see like a little indentation, which is probably going to be hard to get. If I can, I'll get that on there. But it looks like what you might just have to do is kind of pull it and pinch it out, I would imagine. Yeah, it looks like you'll just got to pull it out and pull one of the ear cups off. Of course, you can pretty much see everything there. And now we're going to take one of these, and we're going to try to get it on there. Okay, let's see. Oh, and that is actually really, really easy. It's already on there. Pretty much that little notch, which I'll try to get a close-up of that and show you and edit it in here. But as that little notch, as you get like one of the, you get this little flap caught in there into that notch, and then all you have to do is spin it, and then it'll pretty much automatically, it'll pretty much put itself on once you're spinning it, and that is actually really cool. That is actually really cool. I like that a lot. they made that super, super easy. And I'm probably going to switch out the other ear cup to the leather or leatherette, whatever it is, because I think I'd like those better. The fabric kind of tends to make me itch a little bit, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and do that. Actually, I'm going to do that now, and then we're going to do a comfort test. So give me 1 second here while I get this guy off. And really all you got to do is just pull it off. I mean, there's nothing special to that. The notch for these is on the other side, so I'm left-handed, so some of the stuff is just a little awkward to me. But get the little flap in there, and then you turn it. And that is it. Very, very easy. I like that a lot. They made that super easy. And again, the headsets don't creak or anything. They feel pretty flexible. I'm pretty careful and paranoid when it comes to my electronics, so I have a feeling with how durable these are already built, they're probably going to last me quite a while unless something, technically goes wrong with them. But I'm liking these a lot so far. I like how they look. For the cost of these, I got these on Newegg for about $80. So far, these are pretty good. I'm going to do a comfort test. We're going to do a sound test, and we're going to test out the mic, and then we will see how this goes. So let's check this out. Let's do a real quick comfort test and all that. So of course, I have a bandana on, so I'm going to take that off. Alright guys, so I had a little bit of some technical difficulties, but hopefully we got that all figured out. And I know you can't really see the top of my head that well or my face too well, but that's not the important part. The important part is seeing the product here. Now, this table's a bit dusty, but next what we're pretty much going to do is the comfort test. I'm going to try these things on, and I'm going to tell you how they feel. And we're going to get to that. One last thing I did want to point out is pretty much, as of course these do, move in and out to adjust, and they do seem to work pretty well. But also holding here at the top, right by the padding here, is these little, I don't know, brackets or whatever. And it doesn't look like, looks like they're made out of, looks like a type of plastic, but it looks like the nails may be metal. I can't really tell, but it definitely looks like it's going to be more like durable than a lot of other headsets. So I actually wanted to point that out because that was actually pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and try these on. And one thing I can tell you is they are super comfortable, especially around the ears. They fit around my ears perfectly. And I definitely don't feel my ear touching, like the driver inside, or whatever you want to call that. I definitely don't feel my ear touching anything. My ear is definitely free floating in there, and I like that a lot. I don't like it when my ear is touching other things, so I do like that a lot. I do want to say I do like that I tried the leather, like the leather padding first. I guess I will go ahead and plop these back on and try them out as well. I just know from personal experience I'm not big on the fabric type of headphones, and they do let out a little more noise than other like the leather type does. But the noise cancellation is actually pretty decent. I can still definitely hear myself, and I'm purposely trying to talk a little louder so you guys can hear me. But I can definitely hear myself. Not like just hearing myself inside my own head, but I can definitely hear myself, and I can definitely hear like my ceiling fan, for example. I can definitely hear that slightly in the background, so it's going to be nice that it doesn't cancel everything out, because if someone's yelling at you in the background and you need to hear them, you'll more than likely hear it, depending on how loud your volume is, of course. But these are definitely comfortable. One thing I will say is that the padding up here on the headband, I can definitely feel it. It feels like they could have used a softer material, because I can definitely feel it on my head. It definitely has a presence on my head. And that may just be something that kind of, the padding may get broken in over multiple uses, so that may be something that fixes itself over time. But as of right now, out of the box, it definitely has a presence on my head. I can feel it pressing on my head. So that is one slight downfall, I would say. But still very comfortable headset. I like it a lot. The and overall the design and everything, it feels very well built for the price point of about $80 on Newegg, and I believe it was about $100 on Amazon. So I would definitely say if you're going to get these, get them on Newegg. They're a bit cheaper over there. So and it definitely does leave some fingerprints, but I like this black leathery type of, or not leathery, but black rubberized plastic type stuff over here. It's a very cool design. I like it a lot. I really like the simplistic design of these, and my nose is really, really itchy. But I really like the design of these, and then the removable ear cuffs, and they actually give you the other pair is awesome. That was really cool of them. Of course, they have the logo in there, which just complements the aesthetics of the headset itself. And of course, this definitely gets a plus in my opinion. The removable cable and microphone, that is really cool. You can plop it on either side, whichever one fits your tastes, and that is awesome. Now, of course, the next thing we're going to try is pretty much a music test. I'm going to listen to some music, and I will be back to you guys in just a moment. I'm going to tell you guys right now that I myself am a hard rock metal type of fan, so that is the music I'm going to be primarily listening to. It wouldn't really help me. I'm not an audiophile or anything, so it wouldn't really help me or my case if I was going to go listen to like country or dubstep or anything, because those just aren't my types of music. I mean, I can stand dubstep, it's alright. But if I listen to, music that I typically listen to, I will be able to give you guys a better idea of how the music plays, at least on this headset. I don't listen to a lot of other music other than that, so I can't really give too much opinion on that. But I'm going to listen to some music. I can tell you guys right now, I'm probably going to listen to some Godsmack and try that out, maybe some Limp Bizkit, along with, we'll throw in something different. We'll throw on some Turn Down for What, and we'll see how that goes. So give me a few minutes, guys. It'll be just a second for you, but give me a minute, and I will tell you guys how the music plays on these bad boys. Alright, guys, so I went ahead and spent a good bit of time listening to some music on these, on the Func HS-260s, and I was a little bit surprised. The music was better than I was expecting, but it definitely, for what these are, for the price point of music, listening to music was pretty good. The soundstage on them was pretty decent, and surprisingly they produced a good amount of bass. For me personally, I am not a bass head. I hate it when bass overpowers everything. I think it makes music sound terrible, and I definitely feel that with these they produced pretty much just the right amount of bass, at least for the music that I listen to. It produced just the right amount of bass that it didn't, from what I'm used to anyway. I don't like it when bass is overpowering. I absolutely hate it, but I definitely feel like that these provided a pretty good bass that I'm used to and that I like my music having. So these were definitely pretty good for that. I wouldn't recommend them for your music, but I mean, if you have to use them, these are pretty good at producing music the way you're used to it. It's not going to play music really, it's probably not going to play music too much different from like the pair of headphones you're using now. But of course, these are gaming headsets. This headset was produced for gaming, and so I'm going to put these on. I'm going to listen to some video games. I don't know which video game yet, but I'm actually going to show that part in this video. I'm going to show you guys some video game footage with me talking over it using this mic that it came with, the detachable mic. I'm going to use that, and we are going to see how video games sound, and we are going to test the quality of the mic. And there are two things I'm going to do with the mic. We are going to test out the mic unedited, which means I'm going to plug it in and use it, and you guys are going to hear that. And then I'm also going to record a sound file, and I'm going to edit it the typical way that I edit my audio files for my gaming videos that you guys see. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add some effects to it. I'm going to make it sound, as crisp as possible, and But of course I'm going to do a raw audio file as well, just to show you guys what the mic sounds like straight out of the box, nothing done to it. So we are going to do that next, and I will see you guys in game. Alright, so what's going on, everybody? How are you all doing? This is of course, the mic on the Func HS-260. This is completely unedited, and this is just the first part of the test where I pretty much have the mic pretty close to my mouth and angled upwards a little bit to kind of help not get any of that p or t sound too bad and make it sound all airy or anything like that. But this is just a real quick test. It is pretty close to my mouth, and the game we're in right now is called PT, or Playable Teaser, for the new Silent Hills game that's being created by Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Norman Reedus. The reason I picked this game to do this test on is because it is a horror game, and it does have a lot of ambient noise, and pretty much the whole game takes place in a looping hallway, and pretty much the point of it is to go ahead, pretty much the point of it is to scare you in the looping hallway, but this game does have a lot of ambient noise. It does take place entirely in a looping hallway, but outside of the hallway, like, there are some windows and you could tell that it's raining, and there is some thunder, and those are audible, and I just want to see how audible they are with the headset on. So I'm pretty interested to kind of see. So far I can hear everything like very well, even just the footsteps. And I can hear the rain. It sounds really good. So far I really like how these sound. There's actually one thing I'm going to do real quick. Oh, my nose. And I'm also going to do another test with the microphone a little bit further away from my mouth as well, just so you guys can kind of see how it is. I just got to remember where all these parts are for this picture. And there's the bell. One of the photos is like up there, I believe. Yes, it is. I can hear the bell very well. I hear that crying. Let's see, the other photo is down here. And the other one, actually there. That might not be all of them, though. I think I might be missing one. Yes, I am. Man, I can hear like the really odd background noise, and it just sounds so creepy. Like, this sound-wise on this headset, it is fantastic. It is really good. Actually, I believe the other photo piece may have been over here. Is that it down there? Now, I may have actually lucked out, because since the last piece I found was that piece right there, like, usually a figure will pop up here and try to scare you, but since I found the last piece literally right here, it probably didn't count it. So I kind of lucked out on that. So actually what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to oh, my throat, is I'm going to go ahead and pause this real quick, and I'm going to move the mic away from my mouth a little bit, and we are going to try the test that way. So give me 1 second. Alright, and we are back, and I am once again using the same mic on the Func HS-260 headset, completely unedited, with no audio effects added to it. We're just gonna go down this stairs here. I'm just kind of messing with the volume on my headset a little bit to kind of get an idea, just to kind of remember like which way is up and which way is down. Like I can hear the rain hitting the window and everything. It's very well done. I just want to check something real quick. Okay, the picture is still together. I had to make sure. But this is what the mic sounds a little bit further away from my mouth, and it's a good bit away. It is a good bit away, so it should, I mean, depending on how sensitive the mic is, it could sound better or worse. Usually when it is a little bit closer, it does tend to sound better, but that kind of is dependent on the microphone itself. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I will go ahead and say that the sound on the... Oh my god, it sounds so creepy. But I can tell you that the Func HS-260s do produce excellent sound for video games. I can hear literally everything, and in great quality. And like I hear breathing right now, it literally... Like it literally sounds all around me. Not like it's coming out of one ear, it sounds all around me. The like they did a good job with the sound for games on this. There's just, this game has so much like ambient noise. I feel like it was the perfect test for this. So I will go ahead and give the sound on these very, very good. There's that baby laughing. But I will go ahead and give these high marks on the audio, especially for games. They are very well done. I like the audio a lot, and I'm definitely going to be using these a lot more, not only for when I'm recording my videos, but for just my everyday gaming sessions. Games are just going to sound so much better. But next what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to record a audio bit and add some audio effects to it. That is going to be without gameplay, but I will go ahead and show that to you guys as well. It's going to be edited. It's going to have some audio effects added to it to make it sound as good as possible. So we'll be back in just 1 second. Alright everybody, what's going on? This is just a audio recording I'm doing using the basic audio recording program that pretty much comes with Windows. It is pretty much just the sound recorder, and I'm using the mic on the Func HS-260s. This is going to be an audio file that is that is edited. It's going to have some audio effects added to it to make it sound as good as possible. So what you're hearing now is an edited version of it. And the mic is currently at a pretty far distance away from my mouth. It's at the same position it was during that second test on the PT gameplay. So it sounded a little better when it was a little further away. Up close, it sounded pretty crappy, but at a pretty good distance away from your mouth, it sounds actually pretty good on its own. But I'm going to add some, in this audio you will hear some effects that hopefully makes it sound quite a bit better. I obviously can't hear it because I'm recording it right now, but I am going to add some effects to it in Audacity and make it sound as good as possible. So what I do want to say is that the Func HS-260s are a very good headset. Very well designed, and for the price point, they are very good headsets. And the mic, actually, if you set it a good distance away from your mouth, sounds pretty damn good, surprisingly. I was actually really surprised with that. And one of the things I also want to try out with this headset is, since the mic is detachable, I want to try the detachable mic from my other headset and put it on this one to see how well it works. I'd be pretty interested to try that out. So, thank you all for watching this review. I would say if you don't mind spending about $80 to get the headset on Newegg, I would highly recommend this. I would highly recommend this headset. It is a very good headset. And
I'm not gonna, of course, compare this headset to, like, more expensive headsets. I'm reviewing this headset based on its price point at about $80. It is a very good headset. Spec-wise, I mean, of course, anything can be better spec-wise. If you want to get better spec-wise, you're gonna have to pay more money. But for what these are at their price point, they are fantastic. They are very comfortable. They give you 2 different types of ear cups, which is really awesome. So you can choose you can pick your poison pretty much. The only real cons that I could really think of is that, on the actual cable itself, like I showed you at the end of the connectors, there's no real indication of which is which. There's no, like, little symbol or anything. Like, there's no microphone symbol for the microphone input. And there's no, like, headphone symbol for the headphone input. But I mean, everything like the braided cable keeps it from getting tangled. That is awesome. It's a completely detachable cable from the headset, which is also awesome. The detachable mic, and you could put it on each ear cup, or on each, side of the headset, is awesome. And then, of course, the only other con I can really say, which it may be a temporary con, but the padding on the top of on the headband is a little stiff, but that just may need to be something that has to be kind of broken in over multiple uses. But right out of the box, it is a little stiff, and you can definitely feel its presence on your head. And the only other thing I could really say bad about the headset is it is a pretty bulky headset, so if you move your head pretty fast, like, if you shake your head back and forth, they could fall off of your head. They are a pretty bulky headset. They're not very heavy, but, I mean, if you shake your head around a lot, the weight that it does have is gonna get thrown around. So, don't shake your head too much. It can make your headset fly off. But that's pretty much everything on this headset. The Func HS-260s are a very excellent headset, especially for the price point, and I like them a lot. I would recommend them for a pretty decent gaming headset. I would say for the price of them, the price of them is very good for what you get. A very nice, sleek-looking headset that produces excellent game sound and actually has a surprisingly good mic. So, thank you all for watching this review. I appreciate it. I hope you all like this video. If you guys want to see more like it, just let me know in the comment section below, and I will bring more to you guys. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. I am out.